Your channel Bal Vigyan Bharti with your mentor Avilash Sarkar. As you know, we have started a new chapter, that is time and work. In that, we have shown some theory part, that is not much of that in-depth theory is needed to solve the problem regarding this time and work, whereas the basics few things that has to be known, that I have taught you in the first class. Then after you have started problem solving, and as I said, during problem solving some of the concepts I will discuss accordingly, and that would be the right way of doing that, because if I teach you everything as a theory, and then after following in sums, it will be very difficult for you to catch. Whereas with the examples, because problem is nothing but the examples of the theories, so if that could be done simultaneously while doing the problem solving, I think students can get the concepts in a better way. So my intention has a bit different. So whatever the concepts that has to be taught, I will teach you with the problem itself, while doing the problem itself. So on that thought, I will proceed, and I will proceed to the next problem, that is problem number 4. Time taken. I'm not writing the subject because you know that this is time and work. Okay. So time taken by A. Taken by A. A is a character. Okay. Is a character or person, you can say, to finish a piece of work. Piece of work is twice the time taken by B, and twice the time taken by C. If all three of them work together, it takes them 2 days to complete the entire work. Okay. How much was done by B alone? Okay, so this is the sum. Now let me take you to the problem with more understanding. So we'll first consider on the first part, as because this will give you some you can say progress in solving this problem, which will come in the later half of this sum. So what is that? The time taken by A. Let's say time taken by A is A, B is B, and C is C. This is straightforward I'm taking. There is no ambiguity. Now, according to the statement is that time taken by A to finish a piece of work is twice the time taken by B. Let me understand this statement first. So that means which one is more? Time taken by A is to finish a piece of work is twice the time taken by B. That means A has taken more time than B. So what could be the relation? So whether B is high or A is high, definitely A is high. So how much is high? Now if I establish the relation 2A is equal to is B, A is high, so A is equal to twice of B, means whatever B has taken time, A has taken twice of his time. So this is first relation according to the first statement. And the next statement says the thrice the time taken, so by C. So now again this has in relation A to B, A whatever A has taken, B has taken, A has taken twice the B. So in between A and B, that is A is equal to 2B. In between A and C, taken thrice the time taken by C. So C has taken C, A has taken A, so this is thrice. Now A is 2B or A is 3C. So now what is their relation then? If I take this relation, what is this relation? The time taken by all three, if it is in ratio, so what will be the ratio? Because this is needed. Either you can do individually, that is also good, that there is two process of doing that. If you can take individual thing, because the next statement what is said, if all three of them work together, so if all three of them work together, so A will take 1 by A part in a day, because I am taking as a day. So complete work by complete time is a rate of work of A, rate of work of B is 1 by B, and that of 1 by C. Now you can put this relation, instead of bringing it in ratio, you can put it in like that also, 1 by A. Now B is what? B is A by 2, so this will be 2 by A, and C is A by 3, that means 3 by A. So all together it will be 6 by A. So they are doing this much work per day, because A, B, C we have taken in day unit. Okay, because ultimately if they took 2 days to complete the job, so in a day they are doing this much. So time, total time, how much? The complete work by rate of work while they are working together, A, B, C working together. Understood? So this is, so my formula is here, total time is equal to total work by rate of work. So rate of work is 6 by A, so 1 upon 6 by A. So that means A by 6 is the total time. But as per the statement, it takes 2 days. So this must be equal to 2. Okay, so what is A? A is equal to 12. A is equal to 12. Fine. So A is doing in 12 days. So B will do in, B is equal to 6. C is equal to how much? 12 by 3, 4. So A is equal to 12. So now my next ask is, how much was done by B alone? So out of this two part, this is B's part done by a day. So how much B will do in 2 days, because they are completing all together in 2 days. So in B also will work for 2 days, not more than 2 days. Everybody will work for 2 days. So what is B's part? B's part is 2 into 1 by B. So that means this is equal to how much? 2 by B is equal to 6. So that is 1/3. So B is doing, your answer is 1/3 of the work. So that means 1/3 of the complete work. So this will be your answer. Understand? Okay. Moving to the next problem, problem number 5. Five says Sonal and Preeti started working on Preeti started working on a project and they can complete the project on a project and they can complete the project in 30 days. In 30 days. Sonal working for 16 hours and Preeti completed the remaining work in 44 days. Sonal worked for 16 days and Preeti completes the completed the remaining job, completed the remaining job in 44 days. How many days would Preeti have taken to complete? How many days would Preeti have taken to complete the entire job, complete the entire project all by herself, all by herself. Okay, so now this is a work. There are two characters, Sonal and Preeti, started working on a project and they can complete the project in 30 days. They can complete the project in 30 days. Sonal worked so initially the part it is saying while they are working together. So my solution start from the first statement and we can assume that Sonal is taking S days and Preeti is taking P days individually if they do the job. That is my assumption that I can take, because individually both are having efficiency to do the job individually also. They are doing to save the time. That is the only intention. Now I can take Sonal can do the job in S days where individually and P3 can do the job in P days individually. So their rate of work. So first every time you can see that the first part of the problem I am starting with the rate of work. Once this is fixed, anything you can correlate to the rate of work. That is for sure. So that is the complete job is 1 by S and that for Preeti is 1 by P. That is my assumption. Okay. Now what is that? First part, Sonal and Preeti started the work on a project and they can complete the project in 30 days. What does it mean? Sonal and Preeti. That means they both together. So what does they do in a day? 1 by S, 1 by P. That is their rate of work while working together. So this is my third thing that is needed for the first sentence, and that is 30 days they are doing. What is their complete job? 1. What is their rate of work together? This is equal to 30. So can it be written in a simpler form is equal to 1 by 30. This could be taken as a first equation. Okay. So leaving everything aside, I will only remember this equation. Because board is very small, I have to take the advantage of the board every time by rubbing the part that I have already discussed. So you can go reverse and see the thing what I did. But for me, I need the live space. I need every space to be live. So the first part is over. The second part, Sonal worked for 16 days and Preeti completed the remaining job. That means after Sonal left the job after 16 days of work, whatever she has done, Preeti has taken over and the remaining job she has done in 44 days. So that means the Sonal and Preeti is doing tandem job, not simultaneously. They are doing tandem job. Okay. So in that case, we know the rate of work for them individually. Now, if 16 days Sonal is working, the Sonal will work 16 into 1 by s, because rate of work into the time is the work part they are doing. If my total work is W1, WS plus WP, that means whatever Sonal is doing, whatever Preeti is doing together, this is the complete work. So what fraction they will do? That is the time Sonal takes to do her part with the rate of work of Sonal. This will give you the work part, because work is nothing but time into rate of work. Similarly for Preeti, it will be time of Preeti into rate of work of Preeti. So that is the same thing I am doing. Time taken for Preeti, Sonal is doing for 16 days, 16 into her rate of work. Okay, this plus 44 days Preeti is doing with her own rate. So this part plus this part is equal to how much? The complete job. This is 1. This complete job is 1. Understood? The first equation with the time that I have completed, this is the second equation. So this is 16 by s plus 44 by p, that is equal to 1, is your second equation. Now see how many variables you are having. We are having only s and p, that is their time to complete individually to complete the job. S we have taken for Sonal, P we have taken for Preeti. So this is my two equation. Can you solve it? Yes, we can. So let me take it like that. 16 if I multiply with this equation and if I deduct it, what will be the case? So my first equation will transfer to this form. 16 by p is equal to 16 by 30. So now I will deduct it from second. I will deduct this from the second equation, whatever way you do. Now I will deduct it. The transferred, I will deduct second from the transformed equation. That is my intention of saying. Now this is minus cancelled out. This will be 16 by p minus 44 by p. This is equal to 16 by 30 minus 1. Now you see 16 by 30 is less than 1, so you have to reverse. So 44 by p, if I reverse the equation, this way also it will reverse. This is very simple, I need not to explain much. So this is equal to p, or sorry, 44 minus 16 is how much? 28. Is it so? 28. This is equal to 14 by 30. Now cancel this. Now p is equal to how much? 60. So p is what? We have taken the time taken by Preeti individually when she is doing the complete job. So what is the ask of that? How many days would Preeti have taken to complete the entire project by herself? So this is your answer. So she will take 60 days individually to complete the job. Understood? Because it is said like that. How many days would Preeti have taken? Would Preeti have taken to complete the job? So this is the answer. This is your answer. Okay. So I will move on to the next problem. Problem number 6. I am going slow because it is very conceptual one and it is the stage where we have just started the subject. So that's why I am moving very slow. Okay, having any other problem in this? 5 done. Okay, let me check other options. Because these are we are following the NCERT problem solving. Then after we will go to the harder one. But prior to harder one, I just want to solve few more very natural or an ordinary problems so that concept can be grown. Okay, then after I will go to the harder problem, because harder problem you have to understand the language first, then there is a question of solving. Okay. So let me check any other problem, similar problem. Okay, let me take this. A alone can do a job, in 40 days. In how many days can be alone do the job if together they can do the job in 8 days. This is very basic problem, but still I will try to present in front of you so that very basic to basic problem you understand, then slowly you will go to the harder. That is my intention. So let's do it. A alone can do a job in 40 days. That means the rate of work of A is how much? 1 by 40 straightway. This is correct. In how many days B can alone do? So B's rate of work we don't know. But what we know is if together they can do the job in 8 days, that means rate of work together if they do is 1 by 8. So rate of work together, that means while A and B doing together, this is only while A is doing. So can it be not the possibility if I deduct this from this will give you the rate of work of B? Definitely yes. So work in a day is divided into two parts. One part A is doing, one part B is doing. Together we know some value that is there. Individually A we know. So definitely WB, this is A and this is B, WB we can get it if we deduct WAB minus WA. Definitely yes, this is a simple equation. So what is the rate of work of B? That is equal to 1 by 8 minus 1 by 40. So that is equal to 4 by 40, that is equal to 1 by 10. Now what that implies? B can do this fraction of job in a day. So what is, if together they can do the job in day, so what, how many days? In how many days B can alone do the job? From there you can straightway say he can do, means B can do in 10 days, because you need not to show the calculation, because this fraction he is doing in a day. So how many days you will take? You just refer this part. what is there in the denominator, the day will say you the day individually you will take to complete that complete job, because this part is always telling you the complete job 1. So the 10 days is the day B will take individually to do the job. This is your answer. Okay, let me take the next one. Seven. A does work in 10 days and B does the same work in 15 days. In how many days they together will do the same job, will do the same job. Now this is just the reverse of the earlier problem. There individually performance is given, cumulative performance given, we have to calculate the other participants performance. Here individually A does the work in 10 days and B does the work in, so individual performance is given, you have to find the cumulative performance. Very easy. So rate of work of A is what? 1 by 10. Now it could be very easy, you can go fast. This is already understood by you in earlier problem, so I need not to write or explain in elaborated way. Rather I can put it directly. Rate of work of A, rate of work of B. Understood? This is 10, this is 15, so definitely this. So rate of work of A and B together, definitely we add this to get the rate of work of both. So that is equal to 15, this is 30 will be the LCM, this will be the 3 plus 2, that is equal to 5 by 30, that is equal to 1 by 6. So how many days they will take? Your answer is 6 days. Okay, by seeing this anybody can say that if the rate of work is 1 by 6, whoever is doing, they will do the complete job in 6 days by seeing the denominator. Understood? Okay, fine. 8, 9. A and B can do a work in 3 days. Can do a work in 3 days. B and C can do it in 4 days. A and C can do it in 6 days. In how many days will A, B and C finish it if they work together. Okay, solution. So A and B can do a work, so rate of work of A and B together is 1/3 days. Rate of work of B and C together is 1/4. Rate of work of A and C is 1/6. So now you see there is a just common sense. If you apply, it will be very easy and easily you can convert it into a form that you need. Here A plus B is working, here B plus C is working, here C plus A is working. Now if I combine all this together, mathematically you see how many A you can see, 1, 2. How many B can see? This 2. How many C can see? 2. So everything is coming twice. So can it be says 2 into rate of work of A, B, C while they are working together? This is same as the thing if we try to calculate in other alternate method by so many of handling equations. Rather, if you think very easily or using your head or common sense, there A and B is coming together, here B and C is coming here, A and C. So if I club this all, this will be the twice all three. If doing is the twice of that. If all three clubbing together doing the job, the rate of work, it is just the twice the rate of work while they are working together. Definitely you can say. Understood? This is what? A plus B. This is what? B plus C. This is what? C plus A. Add this all to A plus B plus C. Isn't it? All three are doing together. This is twice. So I am writing the same thing. Understood? And mathematically on the right hand side we'll club all this. So this will be 12 LCM, 3, 4 plus 3 plus 2. How much? 7, 9. 9/12. So what is rate of work of ABC? Rate of work of ABC together, it is 9/12 and 2 will go down there. So 3 3s are 3, 4, 3/8. This. So in how many days will ABC finish it if they work together? What is your answer? This is 3/8. Now there is no 1 on the top. So you can say, how will I solve it now? This is nothing but if we reverse it, because rate of work to time is what? Inversely proportional. So time taken by them while they are working together, just reverse this much of days. Initially we were taught the theory, time and rate of work is just inversely proportional, and how that inversely proportional, the constant is 1 always. So that is being equalized. Rate of work is equal to 1 by time. So time is equal to just inverse of the rate of work, we are getting 3/8. So time is equal to 8/3 days. Simply. Okay, fine. So here I will stop here and I will proceed to the number 10 in the next video and onwards. So I will try to solve so many of simpler problems so that concept would be clear better. Then definitely I will move on to the tougher problem. So I am again allowing you just go through all this problem before you are trying to understand the tougher problem. That problem will be definitely be tougher. Okay, so be prepared for that. Just follow all these videos and see all the sums. Thank you for now.